Hey folks, Kevin Sandvig back to you. This is going to be another video. Again, one of many concerning this disgraced, dirty cop, Captain Todd Ritter, and many others who are involved, heavily involved, attempting to delay, having inaction with this whole fiasco, scandal of what Todd Ritter did for many years as the Grand Traverse County Jail captain. So tonight, I'm going to talk about just a few dates that's surrounding Ritter's settlement agreement by the sheriff and his union boss, Bob Donick, and his resignation letter, and then ultimately the final separation letter signed by Sheriff Bensley. So let's go with these dates and try to follow me here because it's important. There's a cover up going on here. April 11th, 2019 is the date Captain Todd Ritter signed his stupid letter of resignation, and it is shocking. Once you see it, most of you have seen it. I keep posting it. It's unreal. That's dated April 11th. 2019. So now, a settlement agreement, and I got a copy from the Freedom of Information Act request process right from the Sheriff's Department, Grand Traverse County. It's a 5-page settlement agreement with Ritter. And it's an agreement made by and between Todd Ritter, Grand Traverse County, which to me is Grand Traverse County Commissioners, and the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office. Okay, this 5-page settlement agreement, someone had to work on it and put it together. I mean, it's 5 pages. It's lengthy. Involved. On the signature page, on the last page, Todd Ritter signed it, agreeing to it on April 17. That is 6 days after, just only 6 days after he submitted his resignation letter. So that was April 17th. April 18th, the next day, Sheriff Bensley signs it. So, and that April, and that's 1 week. 1 week after Ritter submitted his resignation letter after he got caught. He got caught big time. So 1 week, you got the sheriff signing these settlements already with Todd Ritter. As part of the settlement agreement, Sheriff Bensley put in here a complete paragraph titled "Resignation in lieu of termination." That's where I got the issue here, folks. Ritter was allowed to resign by Sheriff Bensley, when in fact Sheriff Bensley should have fired him, terminated him. Sheriff Bensley did not. So here's a settlement agreement. And it says, as consideration for Ritter signing this agreement, and in compliance with the promises herein, the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office promises to provide Ritter a formal written acceptance of his resignation of employment in lieu of termination of his employment. That's where I got the huge issue, because as of right now, months, 16, 17 months has already gone by. Todd Ritter is still a captain. He's still a captain walking around Grand Traverse County or the neighboring Leelanau County, which I think that's where he lives, telling people he's a captain, retired captain with the sheriff's office. That's a joke. So, the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Bensley, shall provide Ritter with the formal written acceptance of his resignation within 8 days in accordance with paragraph 12 of this agreement. Okay. This date that the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office provides the formal written acceptance of Ritter's resignation shall be the separation date. Separation date. In other words, the last day Ritter's working for the Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Office. Now, what day was that? I'll tell you what day it was. Sheriff Bensley, and it appears the Grand Traverse County Commissioners, along with Ritter's Teamsters Union rep, they approved finally his separation date in a letter dated April 26, 2019. That's a Friday. This is huge. To me, this is huge. Friday, April 26th. Ritter is separated. Okay. And they kissed his hind end and accepted his letter of resignation after all that he did. After all he did for years. Now, this is where the next date's going to come into play. Sheriff Bensley, again, allowed Ritter to be separated April 26, 2019, and that's a Friday. That next Monday, a internal investigation that was contracted by Sheriff Bensley with Danbrook, Adams, and Raymond law firm right there on Front Street in Traverse City, Michigan. They were contracted to perform an internal investigation on Ritter and what he did. So, April 29, that Monday, it was hand delivered to Sheriff Bensley. April 29th. Why was Ritter allowed to be separated before the investigation was done? Why was he allowed to separate with absolutely no accountability, no consequences, no nothing? And here comes the internal investigation, multi pages, many pages. And it is a thorough investigation. And conducted by attorney Janice L. Adams. Janice L. Adams. Hand delivered to Sheriff Bensley that next Monday on April 29th. I'm going to keep pounding this home that this is outrageous, and the actions of Grand Traverse County Sheriff Tom Bensley needs to be accountable, needs to be investigated, and he be held accountable. This is outrageous. And I'm going to keep doing these videos, and I got more information for you folks. Please stay tuned, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.